Hey, welcome to the Anispective cast, where Bancho Leomon's still the coolest, but he will absolutely let your Digimon die if it comes down to it. But he's so cool, though!
Also, did he shrink? Am I crazy? Like, I know there was the shot in one of the previous episodes where he was like towering over Masaru as like a metaphor, but like, wasn't he bigger?
I don't know. I don't think he looks smaller. He might have, because he's like next to him directly and stuff.
Hmm.
Like, it wouldn't be surprising me if there was like a bit of size inconsistency.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe Bancho Leomon's intimidating presence worked on me too.
Yeah, because it's like, it's hard to say for sure, because he's like less than the have the door by like a bit, but it's like, I don't know
He
if we see everyone else next to the doorway. At least I don't have any shots of that.
Maybe it's because he spends so much time like when we first run into him, he's like standing on top of like a cliffside,
Yeah,
and they have to look up at him,
yeah,
and
it's
then
like,
like he takes up a large portion of the frame when he's like beating up on the Gizmon, and then like the shot where he's like towering over Masaru.
yeah, because there's
It,
all like, yeah. Argo is larger in the first few episodes, but I think he's about the same size. Yeah.
yeah, Agumon was massive.
I think it's partially just like animation style inconsistency, and it's partially like directing. Cause like, yeah, when you have a character take up a lot of the screen, they like feel bigger. It makes them feel like, like more dominant. And that works in the last episode. Cause he's this larger than life figure. Like, he shows up and he's like beating up the Gizamais, like, wrecking them, and he feels huge, like literally, and they emphasize how like huge he feels in like the fight with Masaru that doesn't actually happen, but I'll say he wins.
Yeah, if they if they intentionally directed it for that purpose to make it seem that way, good on them. It worked.
Yeah, because thinking back, that makes a lot of sense. And he's like, he's constantly looking down on them from like the cliff face, and he's like really detailed and stuff. And now it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, come try at Bancho Leomon's dojo, and he's like, he just feels like a guy.
He's just a guy right now because he's not like smashing the crap out of the Gizamon
Yeah,
or like standing above them or whatever.
he is way more passive in this episode feeling. Because it's like, you go into the episode. Alright, so the episode is that it's like everyone's like, alright, well, how do we fix our Digivices? No. Well, we should just explore around and hopefully we'll run into something. And hopefully they actually ran into something.
And they were like, okay, we should go look for information about Masaru's dad. Oh hey, what about that mansion that was hanging upside down from the cliff? And so they go
Yeah.
there, and the mansion's gone, and now there's a dojo on top of the rock.
So this leads me into something I'll probably talk about way more in the next episode, but it's like, how much time has passed?
Not a lot, I don't think. I think they've been here for like a day.
Because it's like, I'm thinking back and it's like, okay, like they go into the digital world, they go through their little like journey. It's like, maybe like a few days or so. They go through the mansion and they immediately seem to get to the like ice fortress, whatever it's called. They like go through that, go back to the real world, and immediately they get flashy thing. The Digimon break out. Kurado leaves for the digital world, and they seem to like beeline to like the whole thing where it's like they go back. So it's like, it feels like maybe like 2, maybe 3 days have passed since they left the digital world at most. And yeah, it's like they come back and it's like, oh, the building from like the cliff is just gone now. It's been replaced by this new building people built. And the old man has gone this whole like adventure and stuff. And it's like, it feels like months have passed. It feels like there's been at least like weeks.
Well, there was a large span of time from when they initially got back.
Was there?
Yeah, because they broke the transporter and they had to take a long time to fix it.
Was there a time skip where they fixed the transporter? I don't remember that.
Yes.
Okay,
Like they fixed it.
That
I
all
think.
right. That
I
makes
think.
sense then. Yeah.
I think they fixed it faster than they thought they would, and they just didn't tell Masaru. But yeah, the implication is it's been a few weeks or like a month, even maybe.
Okay, a month sounds about right. Like, unless we get information otherwise, that sounds legit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I like that they approach Bancho Leomon and they're like, "Hey, where'd the mansion go?" And he's like, "I don't know."
It's like, it was like this when I got here.
Yeah.
Just like he was expecting to catch up, so like, since they didn't join them, they needed to prove they could tap into the full potential of the Digisoul. Yes, think it's time and consistency. The writers probably weren't thinking about that much. Yeah, it makes. I guess it probably could be of inconsistency, but yeah.
It's fine. It doesn't
It
matter
really
too
is
too
fine.
much.
This is just something I'm gonna be nitpicky about because like I'm me and I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Also, those three losers from before are sitting around all mad that they lost.
Yeah. Well, to be more precise, two of them are standing around and one's saying, no, wait, no, that's the next episode. Yeah, alright. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, what Bird Boy is punching a tree. Big guy is like sitting there, and like what's her face is applying makeup.
I am glad we got this little scene because this is the most I've cared about these new villains since they were introduced.
Yeah, Bird Boy is just like this isn't about destroying the Digimon for your thing, Karada. This is about my pride, and he gets all mad and everything.
Bird Boy, Lolita Girl, and Moron.
Yeah.
And they have a whole little dynamic where they're like, come on, man. We're all angry, but we'll get him next time. And he's like, no, I'll kill him. I'll kill him so hard.
I'll kill him so hard. Also, were these three like just evil the entire time, or did Karada turn them evil? Like,
I guess they're just evil.
These guys suck. I don't know. It's so weird.
They're just born evil.
Because
yeah.
Because it's not just like, yeah, we'll stop them. It's like, no, we're going to kill them.
Oh man. It's like they're literally like Gundam side villains. Like they just show up and they're like, oh yeah, Sieg Zeon, let's murder some babies. And everyone else is like all complicated and they're like, oh, but is killing really okay? Oh, war is so horrible. And you cut over and they're like, hey, let's like abduct some kids and force them to work for us. That'll be awesome. And
then Full Frontal is like, I love being evil.
I love being evil. I'm going to reset the universe.
I still can't get over those stupid Gundam names. I can't.
Hey, Venager, watch me turn into a soul phoenix and fly off into space. Watch me do it, though.
Quattro Bagina.
Quattro Cinco? I'm pretty sure it's like the name. Yeah, Quattro Cinco.
No, it's Quattro Bagina.
Jeez.
Somebody posted a screenshot that I assume is edited because his name on that screenshot was Quattro Vagina.
I guess Quattro Synchro is like another character. Man, I love Dumb Gundam so much.
Bring Stabity.
I love that this isn't just something they've done, it's something they continue to choose to do.
Yeah, there's, I think people are also posting one of the Witch from Mercury characters whose last name is like Pan Lunch.
Freaking Choo Choo.
Yeah. And like, it's not just Gundam either. He does it in like other series, like this writer. Man. Like Lord Shot Weapon. Oh, what was her? Her name is ridiculous. What is this? Gaha Lexi? Oh, this was one of my favorites. Fat Man Big.
Yes. Jeez.
I can't with Gundam.
I love
I-
it.
I was planning on maybe watching the series, but I'm going to die watching the. If I do, I'm gonna die.
Listen, if you ever want to get into Gundam, just I feel like just start with Witch from Mercury. It's a good entry point.
No.
No.
We gotta start at the beginning where Gundams had a whole bunch of wacky designs.
Oh no. We have to start at the beginning where like where the RX-78 is just like a freaking fighter jet that turns into a core block that both halves of the robot close in on.
Yes.
Just in midair. Where it's like he's re-entering the atmosphere and he's like, oh no, I need to save myself. And the crotch of the Gundam opens up and expands what I can only describe as like a giant plastic condom that shields him from the heat.
Incredible. But this is a Digimon podcast. Can't get to the new stuff, honestly. I mean, I've kind of fallen off of watching any Gundam I've tried to watch, but I don't know. I'll give it a shot.
Jeez.
So yeah, our heroes.
I still can't get over Suletta Forgetta. Because her name's like Suletta Mercury, and there's just this random line where they're like, she's overworked, and they're like, oh, hey, did you bring the plans for this thing? And she's like, Suletta Forgetta, and everyone just loses it.
Revival.
Jeez. I love that joke happens. And it's like, okay, now every single, like, translation has to, like, find their own way to do the pun. Because it's originally something like Suletta Watsuneta, which is basically like, yeah, Suletta forgot. And it's like there's just this whole like image where it's like a bunch of different screen caps of different languages trying to make it work and try it together.
I think yeah, where was it? I might be able to find it. There's some dude named a Zucchini Nikini.
Oh my god.
A pair. If this is an actual Gundam character and not not something someone made up.
So the thing is, I believe all of them are real.
Sick.
Yeah, okay, so I found it. We have Suletta Forgetta, Suletta Alvidadiza Nita, Suletta Niseta Una Chiletta, Solas Pasula. I don't know if that one works, but okay. Suletta Smimoretta and A Suletta Esceta.
Incredible.
Oh man, it's so good.
You know, sane translators would have just had her say, "Oh, I forgot."
Yeah, but then it wouldn't make sense because everyone laughs at it, and it's like, oh, she made a pun.
Okay.
Jeez. Just if anyone wants to get to it, that Iron Blood Orphans are like probably the best starting points right now.
Yeah, this just came about because last night I was browsing through Twitter and somebody posted a thing where it's like, I can't with this series. Like the what was the tweet actually? I'm on it right now. Yeah. Don't get it, Gundam fans. Just don't get it. I'll see some of the most stunning art in my whole life on my timeline. I look in the comments and find out the character's name is Vagina Fungal Dorn or some crap. And then the thread is just people posting characters from Gundam with like the dumbest names, and it was like 3 a.m. and I'm just dying laughing at it.
I can't believe they compared Alleluia Haptism to a fallen angel with their military task force name.
Incredible.
I still can't gore that up. I still can't gore that character just has like a split personality, and he has a big moment where like him and his evil split personality. It's a whole dumb thing where it's like he has his hair just like swiped over one eye when it's one personality, and then he like changes his hairstyle so it's like over the other eye when it's the evil one.
I mean, that's not that crazy. That's less crazy than that's less crazy than I switch to my other personality and just become an entirely different person.
Yeah.
Doppio and Dethhollow.
And there's just a moment where like both his personalities decide to work together, and he like slicks his hair back so both eyes are showing because they're both doing it.
Okay, that's stupid.
And he just like starts like actively fighting better because he has like double the parallel processing. And it's like his evil split personality somehow fucking dies. It's like that is more fallout than the actual main character who like eats it in that battle. Holy crap. Gundam is the dumbest. I love it. Oh man, old school Gundam fan can't get to the new stuff, honestly. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Okay, Kajiro? Yeah. Man, should we do Gundam after we like get through Digimon at some point?
No.
No, okay.
No, because this is a thing, like, due to my previous experiences with this is something that if I start watching it, it's going to be very off and on.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. Because I love the political intrigue, I love the dumb crap, and I love the robots, and then it gets kind of boring, and I'll kind of, like, tune out, and then I'll just hop back into it. I've already seen Iron Blood Orphans. Iron Blood Orphans is a good one. That's a good one. All the freaking, like... just the main plot of that somehow just turns into, oh no, the villain is going to marry a child. How close can they get before we stop this? And it's just like... it's the dumbest, and it's just so weirdly funny to me. But it's also like, oh no, you gotta stop that, man. So yeah, friggin' Digimon. So, how far have we gone into the episode at this point?
Not very far, just up to the point.
God, we haven't even
just up.
Yeah,
to the point where they get to the dojo. Also, did Galmon always have like a little like fleshy bit on his arm that goes into the glove? Am I crazy?
I don't think I actually noticed that. He's always had like bandages on his arms.
I've been staring at that while we've been talking, and I'm just like, what is that? Just like skin?
Yeah,
Why
that's the bandage. Yeah, it's gray.
Okay, it just looks weird.
It'd be really crazy if his body was fur, and then you get to the elbow and it just becomes skin. That'd be a horrible design. Holy crap.
Yeah, and not even like it's not even like it turns into white fur like other parts of his body. No, it's just flesh for some reason.
The fur just stops and you just have human hands.
Oh my god. Ew. So yeah, our heroes need to right, Bancho Leomon is like, what do you know about Digisoul? And they like stand around all stupid, like like instead of trying to give an answer, there's like,
that, yeah.
what do you mean or whatever, and he's just like, he just keeps saying it because they're stupid.
I
Although
love
I like,
that, yeah.
go ahead, you're probably gonna say the same thing I am.
All that Yoshio's just like, oh, you idiots, of course Digisoul is, and they're like, yeah, and she's like, what actually is it? And they're like, damn it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is yeah, she's just like, oh, I know what it is. No, I don't.
Yoshino would be that person to preemptively buzz on Jeopardy and then make up some dumb bull crap because they have no real answer. So yeah, this episode, we do a few things, and we do them kind of forced and not very smoothly, but you know what? We get them done.
Yeah, I don't like certain parts of this episode.
It's...
So
yeah.
they go into the dojo, and Bancho Leomon is just like, okay, fight these dummies. Like, once you destroy them, then you've gained your new power or whatever.
I have no idea why he's making them fight the dummies.
I don't know. I guess it's to get them riled up or something. And so after much protesting, Masaru and Toma finally start fighting the dummies, while Yoshino just sits there and does nothing.
I've never seen an episode where they have a better excuse for the whole convention of like, main guy gets his big transformation first, and then the rival, and then the third female lead.
Yeah, that's what frustrates me about this. Masaru like has a big moment where he gets all emotional about wanting to save Agumon because the three idiots from before show up and attack them, and they're stuck inside a barrier that is formed around the dojo, and Masaru gets all emotional and like he wants to save Agumon, and getting all emotional is the key to powering up your Digisoul. Go figure.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and to something you've said is like, yeah, everything's gonna be about like Digimon being powered by emotions or whatever, and you were right.
Yeah, I had no idea how right I was.
Yeah, so it's just like, yeah, human emotion powers Digimon. Now you have to focus it. And Masaru does all of this and learns how to get a mega evolution. And then Toma goes, let's do it too. And Yoshino's like, right. And then they also do it without a big like revelation, and they get their megas.
I should mention it's kind of dumber than that, because it's like they look at this and they're like, wait, what? How does this work? And the second Bancho Leomon actually gives them a real explanation, they're like, oh, okay, that's how it works. All right, and they do the thing.
Yeah. Oh, we just had to use our raw emotion and focus it. That makes sense.
Yeah, all he needed to do was say, like, you need to get really emotional and then focus it through willpower, and they would have been like, okay, let's try that then, I guess.
And then they do it first try, easy.
Yeah.
So my initial thought was like Masaru, like I didn't know how this was going to play out. So Masaru and Toma are like fighting the dummies, and Yoshino's sitting on the sidelines doing nothing and like faking enthusiasm to cheer them on. And my immediate thought was, if she gets a power up without doing literally anything, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is.
Yeah.
This episode is literally like, okay, we need to like have the heroes get their evolutions, and we need them now. There's no time. It has to happen right now.
Yeah, and so Masaru figures it out, and like Bancho Leomon tells him to focus it, and he gets it, and then the other two are like, oh, okay, we can do that, and then they get their power up.
Like, I'm kind of disappointed there's not, like, unique character things for this. Like, I wish each character had their own moment. But it's like, also, I know what's coming. All these Digimon are gonna get Ultra forms. Like, we have another stage to go. So it's like, okay, I guess if they each get their character moments for that, it'll work out. Besides,
that would be fine.
Besides, based on what I'm seeing in the next episode, boy, things are going to ramp up fast, and we're gonna need to like make hard choices.
Yeah, like the preview episode of the next episode.
I'm talking about the opening.
Oh right.
Because that's the thing. It's like I'm gonna talk about that when we get there, but it's like, yeah, we have a new opening and it implies some shit. And it's like, okay, we got a lot of characters to establish and burn through now. We're gonna have to do a lot before the end of the series.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention to get what you're thinking. All I could think was, holy crap, new theme, and the song is better.
Yeah.
It's way better.
We'll get there in the next episode. Yeah, let's finish this one first.
Yeah. So everybody goes mega, and they beat the crap out of the three idiots.
Yeah, like immediately.
Yeah, Shine Greymon doesn't even Shine Greymon and Mirage Galgamon don't even do a special attack to repel the Bird Boy and Turtle guy.
Yeah.
Rosemon is the only one who does a named attack for some reason.
Well, at the end they all use their named attacks, but yeah.
Well, I mean on the the initial attack. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like Rosemon should have snapped her whip at that Snake Girl and wrecked her.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Grab her with the rip or something and throw her around.
Yeah, she does attack her with the whip, but it's a named move, and it's just I don't know, it just makes Rosemon feel weaker that she had to use a named move.
Yeah. Boy, I'm gonna get into that really hard in Ghost Game. Oh boy, but yeah. Everyone just sort of immediately overwhelms them. I'm just sitting there, it's like, oh, did these two villains just die? Because they just explode and you see the cliff be destroyed, and then that's it. We just cut away, and it's later.
So I had the same thought, but then I realized no, they didn't specifically show them dying. If there's no evidence of the body being destroyed directly on screen, never believe that the enemy's dead.
What even happened if they killed these guys? Would they turn to Digi-Eggs, or would there be a corpse, or would it be both?
I have no idea.
Can't ever see them all get the megas at once. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird, because it just kind of happens, right? Yeah. And it's oh, alright, I guess we're just doing this now.
Yeah, and Masaru is the only one who actually earned it.
So what are your thoughts on the megas now that we've actually seen them do things?
They're cool. I thought it was funny when we got the full group shot and Rosemon is tiny.
Yes, it's pretty hilarious. But yeah, it's honestly, I feel like Rosemon feels a bit generic at this point, because she's one of the only plant megas, so she's kind of overused in things. But it's
yeah, but that's not.
Yeah.
She in this series specifically, this would be her first appearance, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it's I know it's hard to remove the context of everything else that's come out, but it's this was Rosemon's first appearance, so it was unique.
Yeah. Probably a big thing back in the day, so it don't feel special, but this might be because of what happens later. Yeah, I'd imagine. It's we're gonna have a big plot to go through, and then also everyone has to get another form, and it's oh, alright. Well, we need time where we need time.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're gonna get their burst mode forms whenever whatever Karada is feeding wakes up.
Yes. Which, side note, well, no, I guess I'll got that later on, yeah. But yeah, freaking Rosemon still is pretty cool. I don't know, she's not the best, but she's pretty good. Mirage Galgamon is sick as fuck. I love this thing. And yeah,
he's okay.
Shine Greymon, really
I think
cool,
Shine Greymon's way cooler.
Yeah, Shine Greymon's really great, but it's I don't know. I like that he's has that kind of night look going on, but he's still a beast Digimon, and he's got the arm claws and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of hate his weird underclaw hands though, where his little fists. I get that so he can grab things, but I don't know, it just kind of looks goofy. It's oh, he's got these giant arm claws, and it's these little fingers underneath.
Well,
just
it's more
sticking
like,
out.
I mean, it's more just like their bracers with like a dragon design on them. It would
Yeah.
probably help. Like, I know certain parts of his design are orange, and it's like, I don't know. It There's not enough orange on his design to like balance it out, I guess, or
Yeah,
something.
I guess that's true. Yeah, you could have more like
Maybe
yellow accents.
maybe if like the entirety of like his lower leg, like they're big like greaves or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the legs aren't that great either, but you know what? I still like them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
cool.
like Wargrave more. Yeah, Shaz, cool. Think Wargron Cat fits the Geogron line more than OG. Yeah, makes sense.
I
Cause
like
like,
War. I
yeah.
probably still like Wargreymon more because his design is more consistent.
I think that's why the weird finger things feel weird, because it's like, yeah, it should be like a thing on his arm that he's physically holding, not something that's built into his arm those fingers are just kind of awkwardly poking out of. I think that's like not as effective as what Wargreymon does.
Well, I don't think they're meant to full on be the dragon killers. It's just they're kind
Yeah,
of
I'm not saying they're like literally the dragon killers, but you know, if it was like a similar type of like gauntlet thing, I think it would look better.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, good picks all around, I think. I think these are winners.
Yeah. And then Bancho Leomon walks away into the sunset after agreeing to fight Masaru someday.
One day, Masaru, you will punch Bancho Leomon. Not today, but will happen. Oh, man. I don't know. Do we have much else to say? I feel like both these episodes are really, really straightforward in what they do.
Yeah.
It's mostly like a lot of the stuff around it that I want to like talk about.